Hello, good evening, and welcome to Become a Better Man. My name is Tunde Disu. Thank you for taking time out to be part of tonight's program. Today, we're looking at the topic true confidence. True confidence. Confidence is for sake of definition, confidence is an enigma. It is an enigma. It's one of those things in life that are like game changers. Some of the qualities that changes the whole story in your life and in my life. It's in the same field or in the same category like empathy, like courage. They are very, very incredibly valuable. You need them for everything. You can almost not do without them. And yet they are highly, highly elusive. They are almost not there. They are almost always slipping out of your fingers. So when we talk about confidence, we're talking about something that you and I cannot live without. And as this platform is, all we're trying to do is to become better at who we are and what we are. And so I submit, therefore, that in order for you and I to become everything that we're destined to be, in order for us to move from one level to another, in order for us to become better at who we are, one of the ingredients that we must take on board, one of the things, one of the tools that we must have in our toolbox, as it were, is this issue of confidence. See, the irony about confidence is, as soon as you try to be confident, the moment you try to be confident, it's an indication that you're already missing the point. It's an indication that you already fail. The fact that you have to try to be confident tells me you're already having problems. And as soon as you try to act confidently, it shows that you're already pretending. As soon as you try to act with some level of confidence, with some iota of confidence, then it comes across immediately that you are acting, you are pretending, you are not being real. Confidence is like telling somebody, just grow taller. Yes, every person that is not tall would like to grow taller. But when you say to such a person, oh, just be taller, then the answer will be yes, I like to be, but the question is how. The question is how. So when you say to somebody, oh, you need to grow some confidence, you need to develop your confidence, you need to be more confident in what you do or in who you are, the question that will follow either expressly or by default will be, yeah, I know, but how can I do that? How do I go about doing that? How do I go about building or having or developing or growing this elusive, almost not there, can't see it item called confidence? Now, I know a lot of motivational gurus will talk. They've told us that you have to fake it till you make it. Well, the reality is, if you go down that route, then you're living a fake life, because you have to keep on faking it before people, so that people will know that you've been pretending all along. So the fake it till you make it mentality is really not going to work. It tells me it is not real. It confirms the fact that you are trying too much or you are acting. So confidence is something that has to be authentic. It has to be solid. It has to be grounded. It has to be holistic for it to add any value to you. Confidence is not a fixed quality that you will attain, that okay, when I get to this level, then I will have developed enough confidence, or I will have grown enough confidence, or I will have acquired enough confidence. Confidence is not something that, it's not a fixed quality. It's not a destination that you arrive at. Rather, confidence is a dynamic process. It's an ongoing ever continuing process that we all have to engage in throughout our lives. Whether you are 2 years old or you are 70 years old, whether you are 15 years old or you are 33 years old, we are all on a daily basis, constantly, continuously building our confidence and developing our confidence muscles and growing in confidence in everything that we do. So, like I said at the beginning, it is almost impossible. It is not even possible for you to live your life successfully, to grow and develop and increase in stature and in influence and in your leadership position or in whatever aspect of your life. It is almost impossible for you to excel if you lack this one ingredient called confidence. So while there is no kind of textbook definition for confidence, there is no one size fits all for confidence, because the way confidence relates to you is different from the way it affects me. And so there is no one size fits all for it. But one thing we know is that when we see it, when we feel it, when we hear it, when we touch it, when we are around people or around confidence, we know it. And when it's absent, truth be told, you know it too. Either in yourself or in others, either in your environment or in another setting. When there is an air of confidence in someone or in an environment or in a place, you will see it, you will feel it, you will almost touch it, you will know that this is a demonstration of confidence. And when it's not there, you at the same time you will know. So it just beats this notion of faking it till you make it, because the people around you, they can see through your facade of faking it. They can see through the front that you put up of faking it till you make it. And so because it's not something that you can really live on faking for a continuous period of time. This is one of the reasons why the definition of confidence is difficult to pin down. You can't really put your hand on it that this is what it is. However, there is an undeniable fact, there's an undeniable truth that confidence in its fullness, when it is fully manifested, confidence is really an experience. It's something you experience either in yourself or in others. It's something that you perceive. It's something that comes out and stare you in your face and look at you right between your eyes, and you will know that this is not being braggadocious. This is not faking it till you make it. This is the real McCoy. This is the real confidence that I'm looking at. When you are in the presence of an insecure person, this is how important and how powerful confidence is. When you are in the presence of somebody who lacks confidence, or you are in the presence of somebody who is pretending to be confident, you will know it. You will see through it. You will perceive it that something is not adding up here. You will know that this person lacks confidence. But also, you will see that this person is trying to, is pretending, is acting, is putting it up, and is trying to put it up on you, for you, and is trying to take you for a ride. And there is nothing that repels somebody. There is nothing that puts your back straight against the wall. There is nothing that makes you to come out almost fighting, like when you see somebody who is trying to take one to pull the wool over your eyes, all at the same time, when you know this is not the real McCoy. This is just the make-believe. This is just a pretense. But this is the funny thing about confidence, especially when you're in the presence of somebody who is not confident or somebody who is faking it. When you are in the presence of such people or in their company, you yourself, you start to feel unease. You feel, you don't feel yourself. Suddenly you can feel your own personal confidence almost draining out of you, almost just leaving your just by osmosis leaving your body, because naturally we relate, we are attracted to what we are. And so if you are if you are somebody who is very confident in yourself, when somebody now tries to fake it or pretend or act like in your presence, or when you see somebody that actually don't, it's not very confident in himself or herself, it is a natural phenomenon for you to struggle to connect organically with the person. You start to wonder, how do I relate to this person? How do I connect to this person? How do I work and talk and interact with this person without either playing this game of pretense with them, or number two, without making them feel less than they are already feeling in themselves? The reason that is because confidence is infectious. Confidence is infectious. And so for those who are faking it, for those who are pretending, for those who are trying to say they have it when they don't have it, all of people around them will just stand back and watch them dribble themselves, trip on their own feet and fall to the ground. When you are a confident person, your ability to lead, your ability to guide, your ability to influence is raised to a very high level. You will inspire others. People don't have to know you or connect with you or relate to you. They just look at you from afar, and there is something about you that pulls them in, because you are the real thing. You're not the fake one. You are not trying to prove that you are confident. You just being yourself. But if you are timid and you lack confidence and you portray washing of hands, as they say, and you are acting like, I wish I'm not here, the same aura will pass around to people around you. And suddenly everybody starts feeling uncomfortable when they are with you. For instance, have you ever been at an event, maybe a social gathering, maybe in your workplace, maybe at church, maybe on the bus, on the coach, or in a restaurant? Have you ever been around somebody who, whether you know them or not is immaterial, but you just know this person lacks confidence? Or have you been around somebody that they don't even need to say anything? You just know this person is oozing with confidence. How do you differentiate the two without either of them saying anything, without either of them explaining what they are going through? The way you perceive, the way you receive that is because it's a natural thing for you to feel that way. Like I said, we attract who we are and what we are. And so when you are in the presence of somebody who is confident or who is not, you know what the game is. And because confidence is something that can be transmitted, it's something that can be affected, it's something that can be projected onto others, and it's something that a lot of people are faking. Deep insecurity that people have sometimes are masqueraded as confidence. And that is one of the reasons why it is very important for you to be mindful whose counsel you take. You have to be mindful who is having a major say in the affairs of your life. Because sometimes what they portray as wisdom, as counsel, as guidance is really their own personal fear and their own personal lack of confidence that they are projecting onto you. So you've got to be mindful. You've got to know who you are. You've got to know how you are. You've got to be confident and be settled in yourself. Now, am I saying don't take counsel from others? No. Am I saying don't seek advice from people? No. I'm just saying have enough discernment in yourself, have enough ability and vision and clarity of purpose and clarity of your own identity to know that this person is advising me or this person is just projecting their own fears up on you. Because sometimes even the so-called CEO and celebrities and politicians and ministers and this and that you will see from afar, and it's like they can sell you one bag load of confidence until you put them in a situation, until they are in a position or in an environment where the real McCoy, the real question is asked, not of who they said they are, but who they really are. And that's when you start to see the difference in them. Also, we must know something about confidence. Sometimes the people or the appearance of a strong confidence and a bold and audacious and really complete person, you will be surprised. You will be totally shocked to see how they crumble in the face of struggle, in the face of criticism, in the face of looking at failure in the eyes. And suddenly, those things that you have come to know about them, that attribute of confidence that has been associated and recognized with them, you can see it virtually crumble right in front of your eyes. And in those moments, it can seemingly look as if confidence is nothing but a fleeting, just something that just air just pass out of them. You can see their personal self-belief, the power that they hold, and the accolades and the office they occupy suddenly just stripped away from them as if it was not there. And this is a time when the real test of your confidence is put to bed. This is the time when the true nature of what you are and what you have, especially in terms of your personal self-awareness and self-confidence, is put to bed, is put to test. Because that's the time when you either have to start doubting yourself or you have to stand back and say, yes, this is a challenge, but every challenge that comes across me is going down. Confidence is an integral part of your life and my life. A lot of people have found themselves in a position that they don't deserve, they don't qualify for, in an office that there is no reason why they should be there. There is no sensible reason why they should even be around such place. And yet they are in that place. They are occupying that position. They are enjoying the benefit of that status, all because of confidence. And at the same time, you see people that are qualified in every aspect. Everywhere you measure it, they are up to the task. They are up to the brim. They are loaded with all the accolades, the qualities, the requirements that this position or this office or this caliber or this type of people should have and enjoy. And yet you see them hiding under the table, running away, and just refusing to even pick up their phone, their phone that is ringing, or answer their email, because they lack confidence. So, having set the foundation so far of what confidence is and how it is and what it is not, then the question you are asking, the question I'm asking, the question we're both, all of us are considering is, Tunde, then tell me, what is true confidence? What is true confidence. True confidence is a feeling of self-assurance that is grounded in an authentic experience of your own ability, your own perspective, and your own sufficiency. I'm going to say that again. True confidence. True confidence is a feeling. You remember I said earlier on that in the fullness of it, confidence is an experience. It's the reality of an experience. So true confidence is a feeling of self-assurance that is grounded, that is bolted, that emanates from an authentic experience of your own ability, of your own perspective of who you are and your sufficiency to deal and handle whatever is in front of you. That is true confidence. Not all this, you just macho, you use your macho and all of that. That will take you so far. But when the truth test is placed before you, when the real question is asked of you, when the challenges of life will shake you, because everything will be shaken, everything will be sieved, everything will be turned over. The question is, will you still be standing? Not because of what you say, but because of what you are on the inside. And that is the feeling of self-assurance. Self-assurance, self-knowledge that is bolted, that is rooted, that is grounded, that has come forth from an authentic experience, not the make-believe, not the one you pretend, not the one you put forward for others to see. That experience is of your ability, your sufficiency, and your perspective of who you are and what you are. That, ladies and gentlemen, is true confidence. True confidence is a stable connection to the fact that you can do what you want to do, feel how you want to feel, and be who you want to be in this world. It is not an issue of you struggling to be and making. No, it's a stable connection. When you have self-confidence in abundance, when it is in you and you have it, you don't need to tell people. You don't need to shout it. You don't need to express it. It will just come forth from you because that is who you are authentically. True confidence is a sense that you are enough. Not in a prideful and proudful and obnoxious way. No, it's just this sense of knowing, of understanding, of having an inner peace with yourself that you are enough. That you are not lacking in some fundamental sense of that. So you're not lacking in some fundamental sense that will now make you to start pretending. You are not lacking in any fundamental sense that will prevent you from navigating the world that is right in front of you. That will stop you from pursuing your endeavor in a healthy, positive, and productive way. You know why? Because it's in you. It is in you. It is in you that you just believe that whatever it is life throws at you, whatever challenge that life puts in front of you, whatever question that life is asking of you, you have the answer. You have the answer. And not having the answer out of self-deception, but something on the inside. There is an inner stamina that reassures you that you have the stamina. Confidence, true confidence, is an integral part of human psychology. True confidence is an integral part of your psychology and my psychology. And that is why it is not something, in the true sense of it, it's not something you can fake. Because for how long are you going to be faking? For how long are you going to be acting? For how long are you going to be pretending? A time will come when your guards will be down, because it's not natural. A time will come when the mask will be peeled off, because it's not natural. There will come a time when the jacket and all the shining armor will come off, the makeup and the make down will wash away, and the true self will appear. Consciously or unconsciously, whether you see it now or not, whether you agree to it or not, the truth is, we all know. We, each and every one of us, we know how important confidence is in our lives. How relevant the position and the place, the area of our lives that confidence occupy. We know it. And so it is easy, therefore, because you know where you are on the scale, you know where you are on this rung of ladder as far as confidence is concerned, your own self-confidence is concerned. So when you see others who are below par, you know them. You know why? Because it is a natural phenomenon for us as human beings. When you meet somebody, whether for the first time or somebody that you meet every day, the first thing, and some of you are going to say, no, it doesn't happen to me, then you're not telling yourself the truth. The moment you meet somebody, the first thing that goes off in your head is, on my scale, on the scale of where I am, where is this person? Is he above me? Is she below me? Are we at par? It is a natural thing to do. And you see, the only reason you are able to do that objectively, the only reason you are able to do that successfully is because consciously or unconsciously, you know where you are with your self-confidence. And so you use that as a baseline to check other people, to measure other people, to determine how you relate to them. And depending on the result that you come back with from your examination and gauging and judging, would determine how you relate to that person, would determine how you defer to that person, or you expect that person to defer to you. It's a natural phenomenon. Some people, however, they tend to believe that their self-confidence, where they are as far as their confidence is concerned, is of less importance compared to the quality of their work, the quality of their relationships, the quality of their personality and all of that. You cannot be further from the truth. You can even start to think and suspect that confidence it's not all that Sunday you're making it. I mean, yeah, you need it, but come on now, man, you don't, not all this that you are portraying it to be true. Seriously, you know, because you know, every one of us knows that confidence, your confidence and my confidence can be affected. It can be bruised. It can be punctuated. And so it is not something that you can just turn on and turn off. No, it's there. It's there with you all the way. It's there with you every step of the way. So it's either you have it or you don't know you have it. And because you don't know you have it, you don't know how to relate to it, talk less of how to use it. Confidence, true confidence matters. true confidence, it matters. It has a tangible, a magnitude size in your life and in my life that it plays, the role that it plays in who we are, in what we are, and in who we become. Do you know that a lot of people are not where they're supposed to be today because they lack confidence? A lot of people are married to the person, are not married to the person they really would have loved to marry because of they lack confidence. A lot of people are in the job of their dreams, but they are not being remunerated according to what they bring to the table because they lack confidence to negotiate and discuss their salaries. A lot of people are living in a situation or in an environment in their lives that they know there is more to me than this. There is a better place than this for me. But because they lack confidence, they've settled for whatever will be, whatever will be. So, if confidence is that important, if we're saying this confidence is a vital ingredient, why does it really matter that we should have it? Why does it matter that we should work on it and recognize it and use it to our own benefit? Why does confidence matter in your life and in my life? Why? Why do you think it matters that you should have it, that I should have it, that we should have it? Why? I'm going to give you 3 or 4 reasons why confidence is important, why confidence matters tonight. The first one is that confidence is an amplifier. It's an amplifier of quality and success. Confidence is an amplifier of quality and success. Unlike what a lot of people have said and believe and proclaim and all of that, confidence is not a proxy for quality. Confidence is not a substitute for depth. Confidence is not a replacement for character. No, it's not. It is not. A lot of people, they lack quality, they lack character, they lack morals, but they believe that because they are I'm full of confidence, they think that it's a such. It's not. It's not. If anything, it would only amplify the lack of the quality that you are. It will amplify the lack of character that you have. It will amplify the fact that you are morally bankrupt. Confidence will amplify that. Confidence is not an end in itself, and it can never compensate for good old-fashioned hard work, good character, good morals. It can't. It cannot. Even the most confident people, they need confidence about something. Even the most confident person, they are still working on confidence in some aspect of their lives. They need confidence about who they are in themselves. They need confidence to be able to do their work well. They need confidence to project and protect and preserve their identity. When you divorce confidence from content, when you divorce confidence from character, when you try to replace your morals with confidence, it will fall flat on its face. But true confidence, authentic confidence, is an integral part of our character, of the work we do, of the words that comes out of our mouth, of the association we belong, of the contact that we make, of the things about us and around our life. It's a layer to everything that we do. It is not the sum total of everything that we do, but it's an integral part of what we do. Whether it's your work, whether it's your relationship, whether it's your moral, whether it's your character, whether it's your attitude, whether it's your view, your confidence is an integral part of who you are and what you are. Because it acts as a fuel. Your confidence, it only amplifies who you are. It acts as a fuel that when you pour it into the fire of your person, boom, everything is amplified. Boom, everything is bigger than it is. But the truth is this: even the biggest of the biggest of the biggest of the celebrities, of the politicians, of the movers and shakers, when you really sit down with them and talk to them, and they are being truthful with you, they will tell you, there's an area of my life where I am still struggling with confidence, where I'm still battling with self-assurance of who I am in this area. However, what I have learned is to know how to manage that shortfall and not allow it to determine and dictate and define the totality of who I am. Unfortunately, for those of them that are not operating at that level of wisdom, they believe that their strength will speak for them where their character is failing, where their morals is lacking, where their essence, the essence of who they are. They believe that their confidence will cover for it. It's not true. It will take you so far, but then the truth will come home to roost one day. Because when you talk of confidence, it's not something you can compartmentalize. It's like a seasoning that you put in food. You know, when you're cooking and you taste it and you thought, something is missing in this bolognese. What is this? Oh yeah, I've not put salt. You can't put that salt in one corner of the pot and then say, oh yes, there's salt in it. No, it has to be sprinkled all over. It has to be just, you dab it, you sprinkle it, you just kind of drop it in little bits, and then you stir it together. That way, the effect of the salt will permeate the whole pot, and irrespective of which part of the pot you scooping from, you get the same taste. That is confidence. That's how confidence is. Because some people, they lack, they try to compartmentalize confidence. They don't have what I call the generalized type of confidence. It's only affecting an area, it's not affecting the other area. So because it's not going all through the essence of who they are and what they are, they tend to live in this bubble of where this confidence is only seasoning, forgetting that a time will come when something is going to poke that bubble to see the real you that's in there. They focus on the things that they feel most competent about, most acute and most good at. They focus on that rather than sitting back to say, even if I am good at playing hockey, even if I am good at my job, even if I am good in my relationship, what about my character? What about the way I relate to my friends? What about truth? What about honesty? What about my morals? What about how I put others down? And until you see confidence as not something you can box up into one corner, you will also always get yourself in trouble. Because whether you like it or not, it will take you, that mentality, that attitude of compartmentalizing your confidence will take you thus far. And then the wind of life will come. And whoosh, it will capsize that boat, and the truth will be revealed. Confidence is an amplifier, and it will amplify everything and anything about you. So rather than boxing your life into little boxes and only allowing your confidence to be to manifest in certain areas, why don't you just broaden it and make it a generalized one? Number two reason why confidence is important is because confidence is an essential. Confidence is essential to influence and to leadership. Confidence is essential in order for you to influence people, in order for you to influence yourself, in order for you to be a leader, in order for you to be somebody or someone that people will look up to. You have to have confidence. Because the totality, the success of your life depends on both what you do and how you do it. The success that you will enjoy, the result that will mark and identify you as who you are is dependent on what you do and how you do it. Because what you do is a matter of technical skill. You can learn it, you can perfect the learning. But how you do it is a function of your self-confidence. What you do, the things that you do, they are a matter of technical skills. You can acquire those skills either by going for a formal education, or from experience, or from being passed on to you, or this or that. But how you do it, how you function, how you perform is a product of your confidence. It is determined by your confidence level. And as a leader, as somebody in a position of influence, one of the most important aspects of the degree of your leadership and the quality of your influence is determined by your self-confidence. The impact that you will have on your work, on the product that you produce, the control that you will have to exert on your organization and the people around you, all of that are products. They are seasoned, they are influenced by the level of your confidence. And these confidence-based skills are what separates, for instance, technicians from managers, employees from employers, the artisans from the leaders. This level of confidence is what separates them. So if you want to operate in a position of influence, if you are in a position of authority where you provide leadership, or you want to provide leadership, your self-confidence, it matters. You and I, we've been around people. We have seen people who are in positions of authority, in a place of influence. And while everybody wants to respect and defer to them, the fact that they lack this self-confidence just makes people think, come on, not again. Confidence is not just about style, ladies and gentlemen. Oh yes, there's a place for style when it comes to confidence. But more so, confidence is about substance. Confidence is about style and it's about substance. They are intimately connected. They are tied together. While the lack of confidence in a person is always very challenging because you can see it, because you know it, because you recognize it, because you feel it, you just know that this person lacks confidence. And so you struggle with how do I relate to them without either looking down on them or making them feel worse than they are. But when you see somebody who is truly capable, who is truly endowed, but they lack confidence to deliver, that is painful. That is crippling. You just want to push them against the wall and punch confidence into them, because you know when you talk of capacity, when you talk of intelligence, when you talk of ability, when you talk of know-how, this person has got it. So much so that they can box it up and sell some to others. But yet, they lack the fuel to set it ablaze. And that fuel, like we said, is confidence. The level of the work, of what you produce, of what you deliver, and the level of your confidence, they are actually, they form a partnership that is, the bond is so strong. But you see, excuse me, the challenge is this: you might be a good worker, you might be a great worker, you may be somebody who can deliver and perform well. And yet, if you lack confidence, this is what's going to happen. When you're a good worker and you have the ability to succeed, but you lack confidence, it will highlight your insecurity. It will show it will put the spotlight on your insecurity, because people will expect the same level, the same quality of your work deliverance to be the same as your confidence level. And so when they cannot marry the two, when they cannot reconcile the two, suddenly they start asking, wait a minute, is what this person is producing, is it really as good as we think it is? Because they can see that even though the quality of your work is there, but because you lack the confidence to back it up, to support it, to become the fuel that would raise it up, they start to question the same product, the same production level, the same quality of your work that they were singing praise of. And so what that will do is it will put you in a loop. You find yourself constantly in this loop where even though your work is good, but because you lack confidence, people are now questioning the quality of the work that you do. And so it makes you think, well, you see, I always knew there is nothing good that can come out of me. And so that sense of low self-esteem and lack of confidence will spill over into the work that you do subsequently. And you could see the quality going down and down and down until it's completely wiped out. Insecurity, lack of confidence will give rise to the new feelings of doubt, of fear, of confusion, to the point where even the job or the quality, the level of your expertise in the work that you do, the quality of your production will start to be affected. And before you know it, it won't just be an issue with your self-confidence that you're fighting with. It will now be the quality of your delivery. Whether you like it or not, whether you agree to it or not, if the goal of all of us is to become better at who we are, if the drive is for you to become a better man and a better woman, we can't get away from the fact that without having both style and substance, which are essential to creating and capitalizing on your work, you ain't going nowhere. You are not going anywhere without the style and the content. When you bring the two together and you put the fire of confidence behind them, you're unstoppable, man. Why does confidence matter? Because confidence it serves in most cases as a protector. Confidence protects you. Confidence it's like an umbrella that stops you from being wet from the rain. It's like that sun cream lotion that you put on your skin so that you can preserve yourself from being affected. Confidence is a protector too. Because we live in an increasingly complex and competitive world. Confidence is one of the greatest weapons that you have that will help you to develop and sustain your place in this competitive, cutthroat world that we live in today. Because if you lack confidence, you become greatly vulnerable. You become greatly exposed. You become greatly left without cover, without protection. Because lack of confidence will broadcast you to the whole world before you even open your mouth. Because you lack confidence, people can see, people can perceive it, people can feel it. Remember at the beginning, we said confidence, if you are around it, you can see it. You can feel it. You can sense it. You can experience it. So if you lack it, if it's missing in your life, if you don't have it, same way, it makes you vulnerable. It exposes you. Confidence manifests in a manner or in a number of ways. Some of them are so visible and yet you don't see them if you lack confidence. Some of the ways by which your appearance tells people whether you have it or not is your body language. Your body language is one of the greatest billboard that announces to the world, that tells the people around you, that proclaims from the rooftop whether you lack or you have confidence. Your vocal tone, the way you speak, the way you project your voice, the way you modulate your voice, the way you speak is another way by which people will know whether you lack confidence or not. The little decisions that you make, the seemingly insignificant decisions that you make will also expose to the world whether you have confidence or not. No matter how hard you try, no matter how hard you try to cover it, if you lack it, people will know it. If you don't have it, it will be exposed. If you are pretending, people will understand. People will see through the pretense. By your body language, the way you use your voice, the way you use your eyes, the way you use your hands, the way you communicate, the way you relate, the way you act, you are broadcasting to the world whether you lack it or you have it. And so when you lack confidence, it comes forth, it shows forth, it's broadcasted as weakness everywhere you go. You don't need to introduce yourself. People don't need to have heard about you. As soon as you walk through the door, they can see, they can perceive, they can understand. And yet, you see some people, I don't care how big the auditorium is, I don't care how loud the sound is, as soon as they walk through the door, the whole place stand at attention. And they haven't said anything. Because what projects out is this confidence that we're talking about. Confidence is something that you wear on your shoulders, on your lapel, on your body, on your face, on yourself. It goes forth before you to announce that you lack confidence. You wear it like a badge. It goes everywhere with you like Ralph Lauren perfume or whatever. It shows wherever you go. And this badge of this badge of weakness, it tells the world, it announces to the people around you, this is how to relate to me. This is how to treat me. This is how to talk to me. This is how to manage me, to handle me. Unfortunately, because we live, like I said, in an increasing complex and competitive world, there are some people out there that will take advantage of your weaknesses. They will capitalize on that your broadcasted weaknesses or broadcasted lack of confidence, and they will take advantage of it. And truth be told, every one of us, if you want to be truthful with yourself, you can remember the moment, the instance, the place, and when it happened to you. Your vulnerability, the weakness that you project, in some instances, will introduce you to some relative minor problems. That is when, for instance, a taxi driver would say, don't worry, we'll just go around this block and then we'll get to your destination. And an hour later, you're still going around that block, because they can see that you will not question, you will not challenge them, you will not, the boldness, the courage, the confidence for you to say, wait a minute, what do you think you're doing? I'm not paying you for all that meter that's been running. But because they know, they can see that you're not going to challenge it, after 1.5 hours, they say, oh yeah, we're here now. They look at the meter. Now you're paying 3 times what you're supposed to pay. And you pay it and you still say thank you. And then you go to your room and you're complaining and kicking the door and kicking the cat. But because you have already projected the fact that you don't have the confidence to challenge them, they take advantage of it. Some friends, frenemies, some narcissists that are supposed to be your friend, once they perceive the weakness in you because you lack confidence, they will dominate your time, they will spend your money, they will spend your energy, they will do everything to take advantage of you. When you lack confidence, when the weakness or the absence of confidence of your confidence is broadcasted and is shown as weaknesses, that is when somebody down the corridor in your place of work will leave their office, come into your office and ask you to, do you mind, let me make a cup of tea. And they will go and sit down, be doing their work while you are in the kitchen making tea for them, with your own work undone. That's when you find yourself being manipulated and controlled by friends and families, by people around you. That's when your manager will start to exploit you. Because they haven't done their job, they will now ask you, I need you to come to the office on Sunday and finish this report. And that's a report he or she should have done since Wednesday. But because they know you won't complain, you won't argue, because they can see the weakness in you, because they know you lack the confidence to stand and say, no, I've done my bit. That's your portion. My contract is Monday to Friday. Why should I come in on Sunday? And it's not like you're going to pay me. And it's not even my job, it's your job. Why should I come in on my own free day to come and do it for you? But if you lack confidence, you will not be protected from people like this that want to take advantage of you. When you look back in your life, even as I'm talking, I'm looking back, I'm thinking back, I'm seeing, I'm replaying the instances when this has happened to me in the past. And I can see what happened. I can remember how it felt at that instance. I can even tell you vividly how I went back and was so angry with myself. But guess what? Because I have projected this lack of confidence, the same thing will happen again and again and again and again. And it's the same thing with you. It wasn't an accident. It was a pattern. It wasn't an accident. It was a projection. It wasn't an accident. It was the weakness, the lack of confidence that you portray. That's why people take advantage of you. It was your degree of confidence at that time that exposed you to that situation. And people will capitalize on it and take advantage of you. So, apart from the fact that confidence will enhance your work, will boost your morale and character, and will give you style and substance, confidence is also a protector. Both physically and emotionally, it will protect you. And so it is important that you work on it. It's important that you find a way to develop and grow this vital ingredient called confidence. Confidence that we're talking about, it's not just about your style, your appearance, your stiletto and your Gucci and your... No, that's not what we're saying. We're talking about your person, who you are, what you are, how you present yourself to the world, because that is what will determine how the world will treat you in return. Next week, because our time is up, we're going to be looking at how do I become more confident? How do I grow this thing? How do I develop it? How do I bring it back in line? How do I help myself so that I can take advantage of all these important aspects or the advantages of confidence that you've been talking about? You want to know? Come back next week. Next week, we'll be looking at how do I become more confident? How do I grow my confidence level? How do I become my true self? The image that I see on the inside, how do I bring it out so that I can become my real me and not the half-baked and half-completed one that I've been portraying and the world has been riding all over me since all this time? How do I build my confidence so that I can protect myself? It can amplify me. I can become all that I am destined to be. Because I am determined to become a better man. You are determined to become a better woman. And one of the vital ingredients that we need, one of the vital elements that we must take on board, above all, is this item, this thing called confidence. And as you do that, as you embrace that, as you take that on board, as you embrace it and pursue it and go for it, even you yourself, you will feel different on the inside. People around you will see it and they say something is different, something has changed about you. Your colleague, your manager, your boss, whoever, your spouse, your children, they will look at you and suddenly your level of respect, you can virtually see the scale just climbing and climbing and climbing and climbing, because you have grown, not from the outside, but you have grown, you have developed, you have enlarged, you have increased yourself from the inside, and the outside will have no choice but to respond. Thank you so much for being part of today's program. Oh, I could talk about this till tomorrow morning. Thank you. But just before we go, I just have this one announcement. Good news. On our program next week, we're going to have a special guest. There'll be a special guest on our program next week. We're going to have with us live Sarah Garande. She'll be on the program with us next week. So please tell somebody. The banner for it will come out at some point between now and the beginning of the week. But I can't wait. I cannot wait to have her on this platform, because I can tell you she's coming, she's loaded, she's ready to add some grit to what we've been doing. And also, don't forget, like I announced last week. Oh no, I've not announced it actually. Have I? I don't think so. Anyway, on the 11th of May 2019, 11th of May 2019, myself, Sarah Garande, and Ted Jiboye will be holding a conference in Backing. It's a conference on just the Word of God. We'll be preaching, we'll be teaching, we'll be talking, we'll be screaming the Word of God for 2-3 hours. We just want to dig deep into the Word of God and just try to reclaim back what has been ours all along, but ignorance has clouded and covered our eyes from seeing it. We want to go back into the Bible and see what are those promises, those provisions that are there, not for the good whenever, but for the real now, today, right now. So we're going to spend those hours on the 11th of May in Backing, just really digging deep into the Word of God. The tickets are free, but registration is required, and they are available on Eventbrite. The theme of the event is Word First. Word First, as in F-E-S-T, as in festival. We're having a festival of the Word of God. And Ted Jiboye will be there leading the praise and worship. I've known Ted for God knows how long now, and I can tell you, he's a true worshiper. And we're going to have a great time. So please, please, register on Eventbrite. It's free. Take you about 2 minutes to complete the registration. Please register. The flyer, the banner is already on all of my social media handles. I'm going to repost it again and again and again. Please share it with your friends. Talk to your contacts about it, because we're going to have a great time. I can't wait to see what God is going to do in our midst on that day. So please keep the date in your diary. It's the 11th of May, and we are going to have a blast. But like I said, next week, this time next week, Sarah Garande will be here live on this platform. I can't wait. Tell somebody about it. So until next week when we meet again, remember, we are people of purpose, people of destiny. We have a destination that has been set before us. We have an assignment to fulfill. But in order for us to deliver maximally, we have to become better at who we are and what we are and how we are. And that is the essence of this platform. I can't wait, because I know when we all arrive at that destination, when the fullness of this journey is completed, everybody will have no choice but to say, surely these are better men and better women. I'll see you again next week. Until then, Have a great rest of the week and wonderful weekend. God bless you. Bye bye.